That's right, Michael. Here I have Karl-Olof, a tourist visiting from Sweden and a witness of the crime committed by the robbers. He was standing about 30 meters outside of the bank when he saw 4 heavily armed black-clothed men enter the bank, and later he heard gunshots. So, Karl-Olof, what happened exactly?
Well, I wasn't paying attention at all. I was actually speaking on the phone. First I didn't notice them at all, but then I saw that one of them entering the bank, and I immediately called the police.
What went through your mind as the guns were fired?
At first, I feared the worst, and I immediately ran away to another bank where I couldn't hear the gunshots anymore. And then I saw multiple police cars racing past me.
Thank you, Karl-Olof. Now, back to you, Michael.
Also, very terrifying indeed, Tyler. Our other international news may be considered too graphic to younger viewers. War has supposedly broken out between the Russian mob and the Xinjiang triad. We have an expert on the case, Professor Waltz.
Indeed, Michael. I'm standing here today with expert Professor Waltz here in Chicago, Illinois, and I'm going to ask some questions to Professor Waltz. So, Professor Waltz.
The Garkowski brothers own multiple stores and restaurants in Chicago and New York. They stand accused of many crimes, but so far they have a clean record. A lot of victims that pressed charges disappeared, and the latest victim that pressed charges was found dead in the FBI headquarters in Chicago. According to sources, the Mexican cartel is moving in to seize the open market that this war has caused. This could have devastating consequences and a great danger to the general public.
Thank you, Professor, for answering our questions.
Thank you.
This may upset the general public of Chicago greatly, and estimated casualties is exponentially high. They had tripled their efforts in the last 48 hours, and the yearly budget of the CPD, and it has increased by 300%. Now we return to Michael in the studio. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. In our national news, there's been some recent stock market events. A recent crash has happened. A teacher in the Royal Technical University, also known as Kungliga Tekniska Högskolan, has been willing to answer some of our questions about this case. He's actually here in the studio today. So what can you tell us? What does it mean for the economy? Thank you, mister. And now, on to one of our biggest news since our creation here at Stockholm Today. According to our sources and reports, Russian separatists have invaded Kazakhstan. The Kazakhs are fighting back, but the Russians are conquering territory extremely quickly. We have managed to get an interview with the Russian Secretary of State.
Sure. Yes, I'm standing here today in Moscow right now, and here we have Grigory Karasin, the Russian Secretary of State. So, do you deny that it was Russian troops that have committed this crime of war?
Yes, I do. We have nothing to do with these terrorists, separatists, or whatever you call them. We would absolutely not commit any war crime as a gesture of goodwill towards NATO and for the sake of our own people.
But we have confirmed reports that the separatists were indeed Russian.
This does not matter at all. We have received information by our intelligence intelligence operatives that the Kazakhs were developing nuclear weapons before the invasion of Kazakhstan. And that they have used that against us. I would say that, however, these separatists they are doing a favor for the Russian people and for the world in general. Thank you and goodbye.
Sir, I have more questions. Well, it seems that we will not be getting any more information about the situation right now. Back to you, Michael.
Thank you, Tyler. And this is all we had for today. And as always, we'll see you next time. On Stockholm Today!
Oh my god.
Nej. Glasögon, jag så här mitt i texten bara drar upp dem.
Ja, bra.
Det här,
Så dra upp
fan vad
dem.
skönt, jag kan se på jättelångt
Dra upp
håll.
dem så här.
Okej.
Okej, vänta. Of course. This is extreme.
Tyst!
Vill ni se när jag får en utklädning?
Tyst! Nej, öppna inte.
Vem är det?
Öppna inte, Sten, öppna inte. Vi har skitlite tid, vi hinner inte. Sten, öppna inte. Öppna inte, Sten.
Öppna. Legit.
Nej, vi kan inte köra. Okej.
vara utan det, det är lugnt. Jag ska inte ta med det.
Men gå ut då.
Gå ifrån!
Vi kommer loss.
Gå ifrån!
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Vi kör om. Of course, this is extremely bad for the economy. This is actually one of the worst crashes. Vad fan får jag? Of course, this is extremely bad for the economy. This is actually...
Fan!
Vadå?
Men vad fan går ifrån?
Snacka om att förstöra alltså.
Alltså, vi har filmat här.
Fan vad dina jävla shit.
Of course, this is extremely... Fuck vad...
Okej, jag kör.
Of course, this is extremely bad for the economy. This is actually what... Oh my god.
Vi livefilmar.
Va?
Vi livefilmar.
Livefilmar?
Ja, vi
ska du
filmar.
ha?
Vi har news broadcast.
Ja, men jag ska ha möte.
Du behöver dra upp glasögonen. Så här gör prata.
Nej, så gör så här gamla gubbar så här.
Welcome to Stockholm Today. Today, we have a lot of breaking news to bring you all. In the latest reports... Vänta, vilken skulle vi...
Men det är lugnt, vi bara fix det här liksom. Vi bara editar bort den.
Ja, vi kan börja om.
Vad har du för frågor?
Vi kör så här, vi kattar liksom.
Någon får sätta på timer så vi vet
Alltså,
vilka timestamps
vi kattar.
Of course, this is extremely bad for the economy. This is actually one of the worst crashes we've had since the 1920s. What? A lot? No.
Welcome to Stockholm Today. Today, we have a lot of breaking news to bring you all. In the latest reports... Vänta, vilken skulle vi...
Men det är lugnt, vi bara fix det här liksom. Vi bara editar bort den.
Ja, vi kan börja om.
Vad har du för frågor?
Vi kör så här, vi kattar liksom.
Någon får sätta på timer så vi vet
Alltså,
vilka
vi
timestamps
kattar.
A lot of stock has... Ah! Fuck det här. Vänta.
Alltså. Filmar vi? Ja. Skitnamn.
Alltså bror! Skicka hit jointerna!
Scammer. Vad han har? Scammer.
Alltså, vi måste filma, herregud. Axel, du får sluta lalla.
Scammer.
Axel slutar lalla, jag bara...
Man kan pausa. Vi måste filma allt idag. Vi kommer inte ha tid.
Yes, då kör vi killar.
Vad ska jag göra?
Today, So, what can you tell us?
Vadå study?
Det står ju det.
Studio.
Okej, vi kör igen. Cut.
Flytta på det.
Cut.
Bra, okej. Och sen...
Successful cut.
Och sen...
Det här är successful, det här är...
Du kommer
Okej,
inte om
vänta,
det.
nu ska... Axel, nu ska du snacka.
Vad ska jag säga?
Nej, nu ska jag köra nästa mening.
Jo, men alltså, det är...
Cut. Gör en cut nu.
Okej.
Men det är inte det, inte det.
So,
Okej.
what does that... Alla tysta då.
Cut.
So, what... Bra. Det är det.
Successful.
Okej, nu kör vi igen. Ett till. Nu ska jag köra thank you Mr. Nu kör jag.
Cut.
Thank you Mr. And now, on to one of our biggest news. Jag fuckade ordet. Jag chokade. Kör katten då.
Cut.
Thank you Mr. And now, on to the biggest news we have here in Stockholm today, since it was founded. According to sources and reports, Russian separatists have invaded Kazakhstan. The Kazakh...
Bra. Det är Kazakhs. Det är allt du behöver säga. Kör. Du har inte övat någonting så det är okej. Cut.
Nej, du kuttar bara när du ska
Jag kuttar
börja.
din mamma.
Man kuttar när man
Nej,
börjar.
det stavas inte så.
Ska vi börja?
Nej, vänta.
Det stavas inte så. Ja.
You're mad, I tycker att du... Okej, nu kör vi igen då.
1, 2, 3, cut.
Thank you, Mr. And now, on to one of our biggest news we had here in Stockholm today since we were founded. According to our resources and our reports, Russian separatists have invaded Kazakhstan and the Kazakhs are fighting back. But the Russians are quickly conquering their territory. We have the Russian Prime Minister... Fuck my ass! Please senpai! Ah! Jag kör igen. Cut.
Are you ready?
Bra, den var bästa hittills.
Nice, successful.
Sen, nu, sista, thank you Tyler. That is it for our news, and as always, we will see you next time on Stockholm
Thank you,
today.
Thank you, Tyler.
Okej, är du
And
redo?
this is more army.
Är du redo?
Kutt.
1, 2, 3, cut.
Det där låter som en riktig fag som en kuk upp i röven. Åh, så gott! Jag får skriva om det lite.
Ja, men skitbra, nu måste vi... Eftersom att vi behöver inte gå ut när Axel gör sin intervju, så
Okej,
vi filmar
bra.
den här.
Okej, lycka.
Hey yo, gangsta. Han har en bild på sig själv och så har han en dildo som han har gjort av sin format.
Simon!
Bra gjort! Slå röggen!
Okej.
Kör igen.
Yes. Nej, varför får jag Russian accent? Okej, är ni klara?
Ja, kör.
Starta nu.
Okay. What can you tell us about the war and the consequences it may have?
Vänta, vi måste skjuta.
Det där var faktiskt bra då, Babylon gjorde
Ja, vad gjorde du skitbra? Ja! Och så klipper vi så blir den så här avbrytad som bara tillbaka.
Ställ dig lite mer bakom oss sådär.
Tycker ni det? Det är fan bra.
Okej, är ni beredda?
Alla vill ha puss.
Är ni beredda?
Ja.
1, 2, 3, cut. What do you have to say about that?
Vänta, vi måste... Okej, nu kutt. Kutt. Chilla.
We can film a bit the beautiful city of Chicago here.
Yes, a beautiful city.
Very beautiful.
Lända på det hålla sitta och
No.
Jävla
Kör.
filma.
Chilla.
Får du dampa nu så?
Okej, säg till när.
Kör.
Kutt.
This
För fan.
Det där var failat i alla fall.
Nej, det var...
Jag fick inte med Simon alltså, när du satt bänken.
Men du behöver inte gå, du kan liksom...
Ja, men kör.
Kutt.
Thank you, Professor, for answering our questions.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It was very interesting. Thank you, Professor Waltz.
Kör.
Okay, bra.